What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are actually talking about networking. So we're going to be talking about networking, what networking is, how you can improve in it, and where you can find places to network. If you like the content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it. First, you are probably wondering, what is networking? So networking is just developing professional and social ties that you can use later in the future. Porter Gale actually said, your network is your net worth. So take a second and think about that.
You should think about it. Take a second.
What this basically means is you can't do anything on your own. Doesn't matter how skilled you are, how talented you are. None of that really matters. What's important is the people that you know. And I'm sure you guys have all heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And that is a very true statement. You can't get anywhere without having contacts. So quick story time about me. Obviously you guys know I go to Hampton University and I am a biology pre-med student, second year right now. So that's how that's going. But there's something called the PreMed Program. And a lot of people they blast it out a lot, but a lot of people don't actively get involved with it. And so basically what the PreMed Program is you turn in a couple of documents and then you're basically inducted into this program. And a lot of people, my freshman year, I remember there might have been 100 people on the first day. Second day, there might have been 30. Third day, there might have been less than 10. And it's how they weed people out. They do things early. So make sure you look for these programs early on in your, whenever you get to college or wherever you're going, look for them early. As you go on and move on through the program, they start to give you things like how to write your resume, how to write your personal statement, and give you things to keep you in pace so that you can reach your goals. But you never would have known this had you not gone out to the program, gone out to do things. In addition, you meet somebody like the pre-med coordinator. That's a letter of recommendation, which for those of you who don't know, letters of recommendation are super important. Honestly, I'll probably do a separate video just for that. But letter of recommendations are super important, so make sure you're friendly to your teachers and staff on campus. But you get letters of recommendation. You get pipeline programs. So pipeline programs are basically programs only handed out to select people. So you have some programs where it's just on the website, anybody can apply, and those are a lot more competitive, a lot more open. But you have certain programs, especially at Hampton, where they'll share it with maybe one teacher or two teachers, and those teachers can handpick students that they like and just give applications to them. So now your application pool, instead of being hundreds of people, might be less than 10. But you only would have known that through your connection to that program. So that for me has been a big thing. Through that, I've gotten letters of recommendation. I've learned about certain programs. My personal statement and my resume were written super early on. I think it was either early second semester of my freshman year or first semester. So that's just personal story for me, but definitely join those types of things. Okay, so now that you know what it is, the question is, what does it look like? How can I do it? It's one thing to hear about it, it's another thing to do it, right? So the question is, what does it look like? And it's really not difficult. So for one, it just looks like being friendly. So I know I was talking about programs and teachers, but it's as simple as being kind to people in your classrooms, teachers and students, because the thing a lot of people don't recognize when you're getting to college is that everybody's involved in something. And so the person that you're doing a group project with might be the president of a club that you want to join. And so just through being friendly and letting them see he's a hard worker, he's studious, he's this and he's that, it can give you a leg up. So one, like I said, be friendly, be kind to everybody that you know. Two, this is kind of what I talked about earlier, find programs and social events that you can go to make friends. Like the pre-med program I was talking about. If you can find things like that, really have an ear open and just go to everything. Don't just go, but be social while you're there. So a lot of people, I know I was kind of guilty of this, especially freshman year, because I am naturally an introvert.
You don't say.
Believe it or not, they will go to something and they'll get the notes or whatever. They'll take notes, they'll be interested, and then they'll just sit in the back of the room. I'm glad you went, that's a great thing, but the next step is to make yourself known, right? And so I'm not saying, do the most. Like I said, I am an introvert, so I understand not liking a bunch of social contact, but it's as simple as coming up with one decent question if they give an hour presentation, and at the end walking up, hey, my name is Joshua Young. I had a question about this or this, right? And now they recognized you and they know what you look like. So that's really important. Make sure you do that when you go to these programs, and obviously make sure you're looking out for these types of programs and events to go to. So what else does it look like is developing yourself. And when I say that, what I mean is every relationship, for the most part, besides maybe like you and your parents or you and your siblings, is about give and take, right? So if it's your friends, we're giving mutual maybe respect, listening to one another, having fun with each other, whatever it is. There's a give and take in every relationship. So when you're going up to these people, you need to make sure that you have something that you're offering. And so that might look different for every person, right? So if it's another student you're trying to interact with, might be simple as saying, I'm very studious, like I can help you. And I'm not saying to say this blatantly, like as soon as you walk up, like this is what I have to offer, but that's what they're gonna be thinking about. Do I wanna interact with this person? What do they have to offer me? So are you studious? Are you hard workers? All those types of things. For teachers, you might be thinking, I can't offer a teacher anything. But when they give your name to somebody else, their neck is on the line if you don't do well. And so no teacher or program director or anything else is gonna wanna recommend you if they don't think you're gonna make it. So developing yourself in terms of discipline, in terms of turning things in on time, in terms of leadership ability, all of these things, just develop yourself because they will increase your likelihood and ability to network. So some of you might be sitting here like, okay, I understand what networking is, I understand the importance, but Joshua, I'm not good at it. Well, I've got the solution for you because I was not good at it. So there are a couple of things you can do to improve your ability to network. So one thing that I had to learn to do was do things that make you uncomfortable. So like I said, I'm an introvert naturally. I don't like really talking to people. I don't like putting myself out there. I didn't like doing any of those things. So what did I do? I started coaching. I started personal training. I started a small business. I did things that pushed me out of my comfort zone that force you to do it, right? So that's one thing. Find things that push you out of your comfort zone, and then you'll become more comfortable naturally doing it. The next thing, which is probably obvious to a lot of you, is public speaking and leadership skills. So finding opportunities where you can work on that. And again, I get it. I hate public speaking. I'm not comfortable being in the front of a crowd. But the more comfortable you can get at public speaking and leadership skills, the better and more confident you'll be when you're networking with others. So the next thing I have to say is doing what makes you feel confident. And so I know I just said do what makes you feel uncomfortable, but what I mean by this is prior to a networking event. So let's say I know I'm gonna go to something and it's gonna be a lot of people around. I know this is gonna be a good opportunity to network. Do things that make you feel confident. So like for me, I know when I work out, I feel confident. When I get a haircut, I feel confident. Whatever it is that makes you feel confident, dressing nice, for girls, maybe getting your makeup done, whatever it is, do things that make you feel confident. And then naturally you'll be more in tune to speak and network with other people. So the last thing would be obviously practice. So you're never gonna feel perfect or 100% ready to go network with other people, but it's about getting out and doing it. So just go to those events, try to ask questions. If you stutter on your words or if you fumble, it's okay. You're a work in progress, we all are. So just get out there and do it, do your best. All right, y'all, that is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you agree with what I said, or you didn't agree with what I said, I think I covered all my bases. If any of those apply to you, make sure you comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Peace.